I whip out my phone and call up the history.
ない。
But not a trace of that mail remains. According to my memory, I think it was about 30 minutes after the Dr. Nakabachi's conference. About 10 people, including me, saw Kurisu's body, panicked, and fled Radio Kaikon. That's when I sent that mail. But no matter how many times I check, there's no record of it. It should be there, but it isn't. Just like the banana inside the phone wave names exchange.
なぜないんだ。俺は確かに送ったぞ。昼の1時前には。
あ、まさにその時間だよ。放電現象が起きたのは。いいともが終わる直前だったからな。
Suddenly, a flash of inspiration strikes. Inspiration. Edison would be proud. This isn't something you can accomplish with effort. Basically, I'm a genius. I turned to Daru and Kurisu with a huge grin on my face.
なるほどな。そういうことだったのか。
何？
ああ、これはオカリンのいつもの癖だから、あんま気にしない方がいいよ、マジで。
黙れ！俺は気づいた。気づいてしまったのだ。
I slapped the top of the phone wave named exchange.
俺が送ったメールの不可思議な現象と放電が起きたことにはズバリ
Yes?
何か関係がある。
Okay, good.
で？
は？
何か関係があるのは分かった。で、何かって何？
それを調べるのがお前の仕事だ、クリスティーナ。
橋田さん、この人と話すの疲れる。
最初はみんなそうだよ。基本的な対策は真に受けないこと。
そこ！俺の言動を全否定するな。
Whatever. I'll prove that I'm right. If we can reproduce the electrical discharge phenomena, it should bring us closer to understanding the timestamp mystery.
誰？放電現象が起きた時の電話レンジカッコ仮の状態を教えろ。
結構無茶な状態にしてたんだよな。自分の携帯を電話レンジにつなげてペケロッパで操作可能かどうかテストしてた。
I disconnect the phone plugged into the phone wave names exchange and replace it with mine. And then I hear the door open in the lounge.
ただいまー。お腹すいた。
Mayuri comes in carrying a convenience store bag. Looks like she's done with work.
唐揚げ食べようっと。ジューシー唐揚げナンバー1。おかりん、バナナ買っといてくれた？ねえ、おかりん。
When she enters the development room, her eyes go wide.
あれれ？お客さん？
Once she notices Kurisu, Mayuri bows her head with her usual
ま
smile.
ゆしーです。よろしくね。マキセです。ラボメンになったみたいです。ほんと？すごい！女の子のラボメンだ。
誰？ペケロッパでどんな操作を？
さっき言った通り、メールの着信設定の調整だって。遠隔操作のためのメールを受け取った時のモニタリング用でさ。だから同時に120秒の冷凍機能を使ってた。 PC からでも冷凍機能を起動できるようにしてやんだよね。昨日はそのテストもしてたんだ。
マユリ、ジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンを電話レンジカッコ仮の中へ。
Wait.
みんなも唐揚げ食べる？一個ずつならあげてもいいよ。
With her usual ditziness, Mayuri puts the chicken inside the microwave. Daru explains what everything on the computer monitor means. Doesn't look that different from using DOS. I enter 120 pound on the keyboard and strike the enter key. The phone wave names exchange starts up. The juicy chicken number 1 starts spinning backwards on the turntable. Kurisu stares hard at the phone wave names exchange as if to not let any anomaly, no matter how slight, escape notice.
これで放電現象が起きた時の条件は再現したはずだな。
どうだったっけ？
そこに突っ立っている助手。
私？
他に誰がいるのだ？
いつから私はあんたの助手になった？
いいから俺のメールアドに何かメールを送れ。
If we've reproduced the conditions correctly, then if she sends something to my phone while it's connected to the phone wave names exchange, it should arrive with a timestamp from the past, not the present. But my assistant, Kurisu, just scowls.
あんたのアドレス知らないわよ。
使えない助手だな。
勝手に助手にすんなと言っとろうが。
ダル、お前の携帯からメールを。
なんて？
適当でいい。クリスティーナは変態。これで送れ。
はは
変態禁止って言っただろ。
じゃあ間を取ってオカリンは変態で。
この裏切り者め。
橋田さん、グッジョブ。
Kurisu grins and gives Daru a thumbs up. I really don't like this.
マユシーのバナナが。
Oh, she... Sounds like Mayuri has found the results of our latest experiment.
ゲルバナになってるよ。
実験に使わせてもらったの。
Yeah, I think she knows.
マユシーのなのに。
メール送信するぜ。
マユシーさん、お金は後で払うよ。そこの法院さんが。
なぜ俺なのだ？
もう、どうしていつもマユシーの食べ物で実験するの？
Because you bring food in?
もしかしてこの唐揚げも実験してるのかな？
そういうことだ。
はい送信するよ。送信ポチッとな。
Has it not been 120 seconds from when they started? I guess not. Mayuri slips past me and steps up to activate the phone wave exchange. Before anyone can react, she grabbed the handle.
おい待て！開けるなマユリ！
It's a really bad time to do it as
だ
well,
よ。
but it's too late. Ooh. Blue white light fills the room, crackling angrily like the heart of a storm.
放電してる。
A little bit. A violent sparking sound. I grab Mayuri and pull her away from the phone wave names exchange.
なんかやばくね？
A thin cloud of smoke fills the room. It smells like something's burning. My eyes are numb from all the flashing light. I try blinking several times to regain my sight. I can hear Kurisu and Daru coughing.
全員怪我はないか。
なんとか。
2秒どころかもっと長い時間放電してなかった？
Mayuri squeezes my upper arm with her slender fingers.
おかえり。何が起きたのかな。
My vision gradually returns. Mayuri looks perplexed.
やけどとかしてないか。
どこも痛くないから平気だと思うけど。
Looks like covering Mayuri was the right choice. I may be an insane mad scientist, but I still risk life and limb for the safety of my comrades. I gently let Mayuri out of my embrace. Ooh. Well, that was something. I wiped the sweat off my brow.
ちょっとこれ見て。
Kurisu's voice is strained. With my vision finally restored, I take another look around the room. And what I see strikes me speechless. The large table in the center of the room is made of thick, solid wood. It can hold about 5 or 6 people without breaking. That's why we placed the phone wave, name of the change, and the X68000 on it. The table has been split in two, as if by a woodcutter's axe. The computer and other parts connected to the microwave are scattered across the floor. And the microwave itself has broken through the table. It's literally stuck in the floor.
これどうなって。いくら電子レンジでも床に穴を開けるほど重くはないっしょ。
放電現象だけじゃこうはならない。それ以外の現象は。
I shake off my surprise. This is no time to be standing with jaw agape, Kyo and Kyoma. Seize the moment.
全て計算通り。
Yeah? Okay. First, some maniacal laughter. Next, I try to take out my phone and do the usual, but unfortunately, it's still plugged into the phone wave change. El Sai Kongu. I whisper the words that have no meaning. Words I use simply because they sound cool. These words have meaning because they have no meaning. After years of repeated use, just speaking them is enough to calm my heart.
マユシの唐揚げがひどいことになってる件について。
Mayuri stands up and looks inside the phone wave exchange. It's embedded in the floor, but she somehow manages to pry the door open.
あー、黒焦げだ。雪の唐揚げ。
Interesting. I pat Mayuri's shoulders to cheer up.
ジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンは偉大な実験の成功のため尊い犠牲となったのだ。冥福を祈ろうではないか。
唐揚げのことはどうでもいい。今は電話レンジに何が起きたのか解析するのが先。
どうでもいいなんてあんまりだよ。クリスティーナちゃん。
ちょっとそこの方位京馬どうしてくれんのよ。マユシーさんが私の名前間違えて覚えてる。
Oh, this is great.
それより換気した方がいいよ。
うるさい。黙れお前たち。
I fix everyone with an overpowering stare. This shall be remembered as the moment the greatest experiment of the century succeeded and brought humanity a step forward in a new direction. These guys have no right to ruin that which with their foolish talk. My heart pounding, I detach my phone from the phone wave exchange. Luckily, it's completely unharmed. I open it. It still works. I bring up the list of received mails. New emails should come at the top. However, my heart beats even faster. The topmost email isn't the one Daru sent before our discharge occurred. The impossible phenomenon is exactly what I was hoping for. I look back through my email history, and there, I find it. Way to do it by yourself, game. Success. I don't know why, but it was a success. The timestamp proves it. I received this email on July 24th, 5 days ago. This is the same exact thing that happened to my someone stabbed Kurisu email. The mail sent on the 29th arrived on the 24th. And just now, the truth was revealed to me in a flash of inspiration.
一連の出来事が意味する唯一無二の答え。この電話レンジカッコ仮に隠された機能の真実、それが見えた。直感というより、そう、これは確信。
教えて。なんだっていうの。
I feel my lips twist into a grin. I meet Kreese's glare head on.
大発明のもとには何かの研究中に起こる偶然の産物であると、これがセレンディピティだ。
脳書きはいい。
How dare she ruin my speech? Oh well, let's get to the point.
メールは過去へと。溶けかけた唐揚げは冷凍状態に戻った。房からちぎられたバナナは房へと戻った。
まさか。
Ha ha ha! Kreese seems to get it now. As expected of my genius assistant. This is the choice of Steins Gate.
タイムマシンだ。
Dun dun dun! Fabulous. Ooh, chapter 2 even. The dawn of a new day. Actually, it's already noon, we didn't sleep at all. Sleep deprivation makes the summer sun seem all the brighter. I really don't want to go outside, but I'm fed up with the humidity inside the lab. I chug a bottle of Dr. Pete. My stomach protests. Maybe I drank too fast. I'm exhausted. My hands are shaking slightly, and my vision is cloudy. Nope, not what I want. There we go. Mail. Oh, shining finger. Wow. Okay. It's 3:28. When was this one? 21:52. So this was sent at 11:52. The first one was sent. Oh wait, no, that's not. That's math. 9:52. This was sent at 8. This was sent at 3:28 in the morning. John, what's his face? Reply. I like how all the Subjects are good. Wake up! Nice. What is... Wow. Open the attachment. That was useless. Can I not reply to these? That's unfortunate. No. Continue! I could pass out if I'm not careful. Maybe I should take a shower. That should stave off exhaustion, if only temporarily. This building has a basic shower room. There's no bath, but it's enough. The lab would be hell without it. Daru is at his computer, his back turned toward me. His right leg is bouncing impatiently. The room is mostly silent, save for the electric fans humming and Daru's mouse clicks. Daru doesn't look my way, and he doesn't try to start a conversation. Neither do I. I don't have the energy. Outside is a sunny summer afternoon, but inside, the air is stale and empty of life. Yesterday, that shocking experiment convinced me that the phone wavelength exchange was also a time machine. But Kurisu didn't seem willing to accept the results. She just started screaming. Then she took a mad dash out of the lab. It was like she couldn't get out of here fast enough. As for Mayuri, she was depressed about her chicken and bananas, so she skipped her daily costume sewing and went home. Grudges over food run deep, I guess. Which leaves the lab empty, save for Daru and me. Our enthusiasm shot through the roof when we realized that the phone wavelength exchange has tremendous hidden potential. We nearly died of excitement after the successful sending of an email to the past. So we stayed up all night doing experiments to confirm whether or not the phone wavelength exchange is indeed a time machine. The results, however, we went to the supermarket and stocked up on a wide variety of items. We tossed each of them in the phone wavelength exchange, but everything failed. No change. Nothing happened. After the experiment where the discharge phenomena occurred, everything warmed up normally. No jellification. Suddenly, we couldn't get anything to happen. We still have no idea why. First, let's review the problems revealed by the last round of experiments. Problem 1. Electrical discharge safety precautions. We removed everything flammable from the development room to reduce the risk of fire. We also prepared 2 fire buckets full of water, just in case. But that's not a fundamental solution. We'll keep an eye out from now on, but if things get dangerous, we should seriously consider relocating our experiments. Problem 2. Mass increase. When the discharge phenomena occurs, the phone wave exchange suddenly gains mass for unknown reasons. That's why it broke the floor. Because of this, the microwave broke the table and made it end on the floor. Yes. To deal with this issue, we placed the microwave on the floor. We spread cushions and blankets underneath. This hides a hole in the floor too. It's only a temporary fix though. If we make any more holes, Mr. Braun is quite capable of raising my rent. And that's to say nothing of the calamity it will cause if it falls through the floor. Anyway, we need to find the source of the mass increase. If amateurs like us even can, that is. But the first 2 problems pale before the third. The last problem is critical. Until we solve it, we can't even really experiment with the phone wavelength exchange. Problem 3. We're not even sure the necessary conditions to send emails to the past. No matter how many times we tried, we couldn't pin down a single condition. We spent the entire night doing trial and error, We tried over 40 different things, but not once could we reproduce the discharge phenomenon. I had the idea that opening the microwave door was the key. That theory was proven false. There might be something else I'm missing, but for now, we're at an impasse. We started off in high spirits, but grew more and more frustrated as time progressed, which brings us to the present. Honestly, I gave up. That's why I spent the entire morning lazing about like this. Ah, another email popped up on my phone. I've been getting way too many of these since yesterday. They're all from Shining Finger, a woman called Kiryumoka. It is! Lamau. I can't reply either. Shining Finger. Shining Finger! Click, click, click. No. So that's my text one. I like this one, it almost sounds like Toho. Alright, male ringtone. I like that one, it's almost like Sonic. And then wallpaper. Ooh, IBN 5100 actually is a wallpaper choice. We'll do wallpaper 2. Did it not? Oh, there we go. There's wallpaper. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, and continuing on. I never used email this often before. Even my Yuri only sends me 1 or 2 a day, and she's a teenage girl. Frankly, this is starting to get on my nerves. I saw how fast Shining Finger typed. That should have been enough to tip me off that she was a male demon. I was careless. Ha, ha, male demon. It's too much of a pain to reply, so I ignore it. I finish off my bottle of Dr. P. My stomach gurgles. I haven't eaten anything since yesterday. I'm so hungry I don't even feel like showering. I call out to Daru, who's hammering on the keyboard, and then I'm interrupted by a mail. Mary! Spending money is getting dangerously low. It's a good subject. Yes, that is an acceptable reply. Done.
なあ、サンボに牛丼でも食いに行かないか。
めんどい。
腹は減ってないのか。
減ったけどさ。
煮え切らない男め。
Wait a second. What is doing on the computer anyway? Wow, that's a sentence. Ah. Irv? Oh, you're... Okarine's, there we go. Gotcha. I want that notification to go away, so that's all that was about. What is Daru doing on the computer anyways? I'm curious, so I casually peek over his shoulder. There's an image of a futuristic looking facility that I've never seen before. Richly colored cords crawl through a gigantic octagonal tunnel, like the interior of a spaceship from a sci-fi movie. It looks kind of like the CERN LHC. Based on the height of the people in the picture, the tunnel looks to be more than 10 meters tall. Incidentally, people don't look Japanese. Daru sighs heartily. I don't know if the blank look in his eyes is from sleepiness, exhaustion, or if something's just wrong with him.
ラージハドロンコライダーにはマジ癒されるよな。
LHC.
貴様今何と言った？
Large hard-on collider? Is that an incantation? No, a secret technique?
ラージハドロンコライダー知らんの？
How could you not? The CERN facility. Come on now. I grab Dara's relaxed shoulders and wring them out.
いててててて、何すんだよ。
寝ぼけているのか？
寝ぼけてないよ。
そのラージハドロンコライダーとは何なんだ？
セルンだよ、セルン。その施設の実験装置、略称は LHC。マジ燃えるからおぬぬめ。
お前人でないものにも性欲を？
Yeah, it's fine.
ねえよ。でもなんつうの、見ててワクワクするっつうの、ニヤニヤできるっつうの、そんな感じってあるやん。
そういえば少し前は工場や高速道路の高架下がたまらないとか言っていたな。
そうそう、あれと一緒。
節操がなさすぎる。
I can 2D, 3D, and even inanimate
ジャンル分け
objects.
して自分で興味の対象
I
を
can
狭める方がも
understand
ったいな
Daru's
くね。
point of view in this. There's something great about just engineering tasks. And yet, you'll do anything to avoid things that don't interest you. Hypocrite.
セルンか。
The name. I've seen it somewhere, and recently. Where was it again? Aha, of course.
ああ、ジョン・タイター？オカリンが言ってたのって今アットチェンで祭りになってるやつのことだったんだな。
それは偽物である可能性もある。俺が言っているジョン・タイターは10年前に現れた方だ。
10年前にも現れたん？同一人物？
I had hoped that Daru would remember, but no such
とにか
luck.
くジョン・タイターがセルンのことについて触れていた。
I don't remember all of it, but there's one thing I'm sure of.
タイターはこんな予言を残した。すなわち2034年までにセルンがタイムマシンを完成させると。
おお、タイムマシン。まさにタイムリーな話題じゃん。でもそれって10年前じゃなくて今のタイターも言ってた気がする。
10年前だろうが今だろうがどちらでもいい。それより気にならないか、ダル。この奇妙な符号はシュタインズゲートの選択である可能性が高い。
Wait. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Gonna meander a guess at this. What you're thinking is the phone weight and exchange is the prototype that CERN is going to use to create their actual time machine. Is that right? That's my prediction. I'm gonna go with it. Let's see.
タイターって信頼できるん？
信頼できるかできないかはどうでもいいのだ。俺たちのやつは今 タイムマシンというキーワードでつながっている。
Okay.
そのタイターが言及したセルンについて念のために調べたとしても損にはならないはず。
Vigor returns to my body. Curiosity truly is the greatest delicacy for a mad scientist like me. Anyway, on the phone wave exchange experiment has hit a dead end for now, so it shouldn't matter if I make a little detour for this.
誰？セルンについて詳しく。
OK、 僕のセルンフォルダが火を吹くぜ。
Daru strikes his keys with renewed passion. He goes to the My Pictures folder and opens a folder literally called CERN.
セルンは世界最大の素粒子物理学の研究施設だよ。ヨーロッパ素粒子物理学研究所だとか欧州素粒子原子核研究機構みたいな通称で呼ばれることもある。
Never heard either of those names for it.
スイスとフランスの国境近くジュネーブ郊外にあってさ、古いところだと HTML や HTTP ワールドワイドウェブを生み出したところってんで有名。
Yeah, he's talking about Geneva as being the birthplace of that. There's a common convention called the Geneva Convention where a lot of heavy tech and just general research tends to accumulate. Usually on a much higher level than CERN invented that. All I know about CERN is what I read in Tider's book. I never knew they were that amazing. Generally, the stuff that ends up at CERN is, or not at CERN, sorry, at the Geneva Convention is a lot more high-tech than would ever be seen at, say, like, CES, Consumer Electronics Show.
基本的には素粒子物理学かな。世界でも唯一セルンしか持ってない超でかい実験装置を持ってるんだ。いわゆる粒子加速器って
Geneva
やつ。
Convention might be a single thing. I don't know if it's a recurring thing. Could be wrong. Probably wrong.
低速汎用子蓄積リング、量子シンクロトロンブースター、大型電子陽電子コライダー。でラスボスは世界最大を誇る LHC ラージハドロンコライダータン。
Ton? Really? Really? Otaku possesses the ability to anthropomorphize, in Moe form, just about anything in the world simply by sticking ton at the end of its name. Daru's powers encompass even particle accelerators. Daru doesn't seem to notice my shock. He just brings up the next image.
LHC はセルンの地下にある全長約27キロのサークル状トンネルに設置された粒子加速器なんだよ。陽子同士をそのトンネルで加速させて衝突させることで未知の素粒子反応を起こそうって実験を去年あたりから始めてる。まあ実験開始前はその実験でミニブラックホールが作られちゃうかもって噂もあったな。
Yeah, that was definitely a thing.
そのミニブラックホールに地球が飲み込まれる、宇宙がやばいみたいな。
Yeah, no, that was definitely a genuine concern when LHC was being finished. Mini black holes. I'm sure Tider said his time machine used mini black holes. Are the things he said about CERN true?
現実にそうなる可能性は
あるわねえよ。セルンが公式に否定してる。もし仮にミニブラックホールが生成されたとしてもエネルギー量はすごく小さいから生まれた瞬間に消えるね。地球を飲み込むなんて全然無理っしょ。
だが 火のないところに煙は立たない。
If I remember correctly, Titor claimed that CERN began time machine research in 2001, and in 2034 they complete the time machine. Right now it's 2010. If they actually started that research, it would have been 9 years ago. According to their official announcements, they only began experimenting in 2008. That's suspicious. Of course, that's assuming Titor's story is true. Some of Titor's predictions were on the mark, but most weren't. I'm also perplexed by how everyone around me seems to have forgotten about Titor's 2000 appearance. There's something important in Titor's tale. Or at least, I want there to be. I take up my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ。
No!
聞いて驚くな。
More of this.
悪の陰謀の匂いを嗅ぎつけた。ジョン・タイターとセル。その2つの言葉から俺が言いたいことは分かってもらえるはずだ。ああ、そうだ。奴らは機関とつながりがある可能性が高い。偶然だと？おいおい、あまり俺を失望させるなよ。何？根拠だと？そうだな。あえて言えばささやくのだよ。俺のマッドサイエンティストとしての直感がな。奴らは世界を滅ぼそうとしている。ああ、ミニブラックホールによってだ。だがもしもその技術を俺たちが横取りすることができたらどうかな。当然だ。俺を誰だと思っている。全てはシュタインズゲートの選択だよ。L夫妻コングレ。
Put away my phone, then turn to find Daru giving me an exasperated
お
look.
前は一体誰と戦っているんだ？
ダルよ、俺たちのやるべきことは一つだ。
やるべきこと？なんぞ？
なんぞではない。引き返すな。そこは全てを組んでにやりと笑うのだ。でないとスーパーハカーらしくないだろうが。
I wanted him to say something like, well, why the hell not? So what's in it for me? And then we'd continue like this, grinning slyly the whole time. Me. A week's worth of potato chips. Dara, 10 days. Oh. You sure are a glutton. Me. Nope, not what I want. Daru, the dive makes you a hungry man. Me. Deal. Get started. Daru, you got it, boss. Or something like that. Yep. Real cool conversation. Mary! Oh, sweet. You're welcome, my ear. No, bad phone. But the real world Daru just presses his lips.
オカリンはいつも説明不足なんだっつうの。かっこつけるより先に分かるように話してくれ。
お前はスーパーハカーだ。
ハカーって言うな。せめてハッカーにして。
あとは分かるな。
いや全然。
セル、 ハッキングしろ。
Daru stares at me in disbelief.
それはひょっとしてギャグで言っているのか？
誰？お前ならできる。奴らの悪事を暴き、タイムマシンについてのヒントを手に入れろ。
悪事ってオカリンの妄想だろ
う。電話レンジカッコ仮をタイムマシンとして使えるようにするか、このままただの打作としてラボの倉庫で眠らせることになるか、今が分岐点だ。
マジで言ってんの？
俺はいつでもマジである。
I look Daru straight in the eyes. I answer. Looks like that made him understand my position. Daru sweeps the garbage off his desk and sits up straight.
どうなっても知らないぜ。
Suddenly, Daru is bursting with energy. It's like his early lethargy was a
交
lie.
渉成立だ。すぐ取り掛かってくれ。
うはっ、みなぎってきた。
報酬のポテチ1週間分はスイスの銀行に振り込んでおく。
Daru doesn't respond. He's already deep in concentration.
俺は寝る。あとは任せた。
I lie down on the sofa and let the clacking of Daru's keyboard lull me to sleep. I wake up to the twilight sun streaming in through the window. And I've got mail. Ferris! No. No, go back. Go back. Get the phone away. Get the phone away. No. I don't want to send that. No. No. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. I wanted to see what it said. No. I'm a fool. I've defeated myself. Continue. A refreshing breeze blows in, softly brushing my cheek. Daru's exactly where I left him before I fell asleep. He's sitting in exactly the same position. Not much has changed beside his typing speed. Oh, and now he's muttering to himself. I guess he hasn't had any success at hacking yet. I look around the room, but I can't find Mayuri. Maybe she's not coming today. I guess food-related grudges really do run deep. I stand up and stretch. I don't want to bother Daru, so I don't say anything to him. I take out a cold Dr. P of the fridge and quench my thirst. Then I throw myself back down on the sofa and start browsing at channel on my phone. And what perfect timing! Titer is currently posting in the thread. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, if I recall, the Everett Wheeler one is the time theory where it branches. So every time something changes, instead of it causing a time paradox, it just creates a new branch of time. So say if you were to go back in time and, for example, we'll just go with, instead of it being John Wilkes Booth that killed Lincoln, it would be you. That would create a whole new series of events where basically every single book would then be written replacing the name at the very least. I'm sure a lot more would change beyond that, including how John Wilkes Booth dies, etc. All that kind of thing. but yes. It creates a new branch. So you can still return back to the primary one, depending on how far you go back. So basically what it means is that if you're in your time, you go back in time, you change one event, and then you go forward again, you'll be continuing on that branch. So the future would be changed when you go back, I believe. Otherwise, if that's not the case, the alternate measure is wherever you originated, you can return to. But every time you go back, you just go further down, closer to the primary trunk before it starts branching off. Which would be the start of time, really. Haha! I finally get to use my new mouse for something. So I have a normal scroll, which will do it a little bit at a time. But then I can do this and smooth scroll. Haha! Alright. Plebeian scum. That's nice. Yeah, many worlds. Parallel worlds. Kurt Gohan and Kamehameha? Alright. Zerg took over? What? Okay. Right. They've already succeeded at this point in time. 2010, okay. Suck it, sleazebags. Great. Wait. No. Kurt Gohan, you're wrong. Unfortunately. That is not how it would work. Because it's not altering just people's memories, everything has changed. Again, back to the if you were John Wilkes Booth example, everything changes for that particular string of history, so anybody who would learn about it in that way. And also, you'd never notice if somebody messed with your brain. But yes, it does seem to... it definitely does seem to change the whole Many Worlds interpretation. It doesn't comply. Oh, nice! See... yeah, they are kind of the same. But... it's not that people's memories are changing, it's that you're on a different timeline, you're on a different branch. So if say you were to go from one branch to another branch, you would retain your memories from your branch, as John Titor is clearly demonstrating that he remembers all of his stuff. But I suppose that's kind of what they're doing to make this make sense. Because basically, as far as I can tell, what happened was... Rintaro. Is that right? Ocarina and Rintaro? basically what happened to him was he stayed in his same branch. Or no. No. He got transferred to a different branch. So that's why everybody else's memories did not comply with his. In regards to the satellite crashing and now I can't remember her name. Great. But basically the whole her being dead thing didn't happen for anyone else because he got transferred to a different branch. So it appears as though everyone's memory has been altered, but in actuality that's not how it works. It's one way of interpreting it, but that's just not how it works.
こんちゃーす。
Who dat? Is that Braun's new employee? Or is that Ferris? I'm immersed in a heated internet argument when an unfamiliar voice interrupts me. Who is this? Oh, it's a new hire. The door opens and a girl peeks inside. I recognize her. This is a girl I met yesterday at Braun Tube Workshop.
どうもー、ブラウン管工房です。
When our eyes meet, she smiles.
修理頼まれてたテレビ、直ったよ。引き取りに来てくんない？
Darius' typing gets even faster. Looks like he's in zone. It would be a bad idea to disturb him with our voices. I nod to the girl and hurry outside.
なんでコソコソしてんの？
What was this girl's name again? I think it was something like Aruma or Amore? Right.
今
I'm on it.
我が相棒である天才が重要なミッションを遂行中なのだ。邪魔をしたくない。
君たちって何してる人？
前も言ったはずだ。俺たちの秘密に踏み込めば貴様も危険に巻き込まれる可能性があると。
未来ガジェット研究所って言うんだよね。
なぜ知っている？俺は説明した覚えはないぞ。まさか貴様機関のスパイ？
I raise my guard and spring into praying mantis stance. But Suzuha just stares blankly.
書いてあった。
There you go.
そうか。
I lower my guard. Why didn't you just say so?
知られたからにはしょうがない。簡単に説明しておこう。ただし、これは他言無用だ。
Suzuha nods firmly. Is it just me? Or her
我
eyes
ら未来
gleaming?
ガジェット研究所は世界を影から操る闇の機関に対抗し、その支配構造を破壊するために活動しているのだ。ふーはははは。
Great. Great.
へえ。その闇の機関ってセルン？
そうだ。
やっぱそうなの？あいつら打気すべき連中だよね。
What? Huh? She nods to herself for some reason. And contemptible? I thought I was the only one who uses words like that in normal conversation.
なぜ？俺たちが今まさにセルンにハッキング中だと知っている。
ハッキング中なの？今？
Haha! You fool! Me and my
いい
big
から
mouth.
こちらの質問に答えろ。なぜ俺たちとセルンの関係を知っている？
あー、それは。いやー、実は昼間話し声を聞いちゃ さ、ここに立つと窓から聞こえてくるわけ。
The window. Come to think of it, it was open, and Daru and I were talking loudly. But can you really hear us from there? I look up to the second floor. The window's still fully open, but I can't hear a thing. I guess Daru was working quietly. I look down. There's an unfamiliar bicycle parked in front of the Braun Tube workshop. One of those mountain bikes. Its frame is all sparkly, its tire is mostly clean. It's probably new. It looks pretty fast, but whose is it?
私、昨日からここで働き出したんだけど。
Suzuha opens the Braun Tube workshop door with a wry smile.
これが予想以上に暇でさ。今日だけで4、5回は外に出たね。客来ないかなーって店の前で索敵しちゃったね。
Riconia chair? Yeah, wow. Go back. No, that is absolutely correct. Requena chair. No, I added an extra syllable there. Is it not Requena chair? Reconnoiter. Reconnoiter. Pretty sure it's a French word. But yes, it does mean to perform recon. In the short of it. Yes, that is what it means, though. I mean, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know what it means. Is she some kind of secret agent? I follow Suzuha into the store.
その時に2階から君たちの話し声が聞こえちゃったわけよ。気になってついネットで調べちゃった。セルンの黒い噂についてもバッチリ知ってるよ。
Damn, we were careless. Looks like we need to close that window when we discuss sensitive materials from now on. Matters. But if we do that, the lab will turn into a scorching hell. Damned if I do, damned if I don't.
とにかく絶対に他言無用だぞ。
Or else men in black will raid us.
わかった。これでも口は硬いから任せといて。
Suzuha grins and thumps her chest confidently. All is quiet inside the Braun Tube workshop. The gigantic TV isn't on. Mr. Braun's not here either.
店長はどこへ？
たった今、君のテレビの修理が終わって出てったよ。
He probably went to see the chipmunk. He disappears during business hours every now and then. Whenever I ask him where he's going, he always said something like, I'm picking my beloved daughter up from school, or my beloved daughter has a cold, with a huge grin on his face. He dotes on her too much. It probably just annoys her. Anyway, just how irresponsible can you be to neglect work to see your daughter? He used to put a back soon sign on the door whenever he left, but now he has Suzuha take care of things when he's gone.
つうわけで、直ったテレビはこれね。
Suzuha lightly taps the TV on the counter.
お代は1000円でいいってさ。
Damn manager. I bet he gave it to us just so he could charge repair fees. I reluctantly take a bill out of my wallet and hand it to Suzuha. She takes out a receipt. Apparently, it was already written out.
毎度あり。じゃあ、持ってっていいよ。
まさか一人で持っていけと？
え？違うの？持ってきた時も一人だったんでしょ？
Don't you know it takes 10 times more effort to go upstairs than down? Defying gravity is no easy task, woman.
手伝ってもいいけど。もう力仕事も女がやる時代か。
Wait. What? I will reply to that. We can go. Yes. Good. She mutters, her tone pensive. How sarcastic of her.
誰も貴様に手伝ってもらおうなどとは思っていない。というより、貴様のような女子に手伝ってもらうことなど、この俺のプライドが許さん。
おお、
Applause.
今の男らしいじゃん。私惚れちゃうかも。
騙されるものか。貴様、嘘をついている。
なんで嘘って思うの？
それはこの俺の能力にカラーリングジェントルマンが反応した。
What? This power allows me to see through lies. Liars appear to glow red. Then they die.
能力？
Suzuha's eyes pop, but then she clears her throat as if to hide her surprise.
それって超能力的なもの？
Yes, Esper, please. When I nod, she whispers into my ear.
あのさ、君みたいな能力者って他にもあまたにいるわけ？
いるわけがなかろう。この俺がスペシャルなのだ。
I thrust my chest out as far as possible to display my majesty.
そっか、あまたにはいないのか。びっくりした。でもいるって時点ですごいな。やっぱセルンのせいで退化したのかな。
Where did you come from? After muttering some nonsense to herself, she finally nods in understanding.
でもさ、戦闘になれば相手の嘘を見抜く力なんて意味なくない？
You can see feints.
やっぱ 1000m 級の長距離狙撃を命中させられるとか、いかに効率よく相手の関節決められるかとかの方が重要だと思うな。
What the hell is she talking about? Is this a survival game? Is she a survival game otaku? No, wait, don't tell me.
機関のヒットマンだな。ミス・ゴルゴというコードネームで呼ばれているだろう。誰に雇われた？
So, to make it have a bit more sense, without actually going through the whole process of looking it up, in Japan, a survival game is basically what we would consider professional airsoft. So similar to paintball, where you can hide behind objects and then you fight each other, and you can do it in wooded areas, etc. And then when you get hit, you die and you're out. That kind of thing. I don't know if it's called a survival game in America, at least. But that's definitely what the context that you're going for in this scenario. Moving on. I never played too much, so I'm not familiar with it.
いや、
Aside from
誰も
casually.
雇われてないし、 語って何？
She's trying to gloss things over with an insincere smile. Her confusion is suspicious. That reminds me. I think I remember her saying some awfully disturbing things when we first met yesterday. Yes, that's why she's my favorite character above Kurisu.
君の能力って
Akise
他に
Kurisu.
も
I
ある
remember her
の？
name now.
あったとしても俺を殺しに来たヒットマンに教えるものか。
君を殺しなんてしないってば。
己の能力を他人に教えるなど自殺行為にも程がある。しかも秘めた相手に悟られぬよう使ってこそ初めて最大限の効果を得られるのだ。
I think she'll take that as a challenge. Not so much. Burning tension runs between us. Our eyes meet, invisible sparks scatter. That's exactly how I feel in this exact scenario. And then an email arrives to break the stalemate. I turn my attention away from Suzuha. Okabe-kun. Man, we're just not going to reply to her ever. I guess those are the only, like, story ones. This ringtone's starting to piss me off. It's most likely from that male demon Shining Finger. I can tell without even checking. I looked. It's getting ridiculous. She's got some stock qualities, and maybe split personalities. I shouldn't have given her my address. I look at Suzuha and see her lying on the counter. She's playing with something in the palm of her hand. Looks like a small metal pin. Anyway, how can she be this lazy on her second day? I love CRTs was a lie too, wasn't it?
なんか渋い顔してるね。死亡通知でも来た？
あ？
例えだってば。
She was wondering if I got a death notice? How could she say that with a straight face? And what the hell is a death notice anyway? Do those even exist?
嫌な知らせでもあったのかって聞きたかったわけ。
似たようなものだ。
This girl is hard to get a handle on. I really shouldn't let my guard down around her.
IBN5100 というレトロ PC にやたら執着している女がいてな。
Do you know where one is? Suzuha leaps up as soon as I speak.
IBN5100？
知っているのか？
あ、うん。
そうか。IBN5100 の都市伝説は有名だったのか。
Maybe that retro PC is more popular with female otaku than I thought.
そうそう、都市伝説で知った。君はどの程度まで知ってんの？
How much do you know about it? Liar?
IBN5100 を実際に探し回ってみたが、結局秋葉にはなかったというオチは知っている。
そっか。そりゃそうだよね。
何か知っている口ぶりだな。
Explain yourself.
いや、知ってるような知ってないようなって感じかな。私は知らないけど遠い知り合いが知ってて、それをちらっと聞いたことがあるみたいな。
Explain yourself. Another insincere smile. I'm starting to think she's not a very good liar. You can tell she's lying whenever she smiles like that. Sure enough, she doesn't offer any other information. She just keeps that insincere smile plastered on her face.
何者？
Suzuha falls back down onto the counter with a deep sigh. She looks up at me from that position.
IBN5100 についてのさ、興味深い情報教えてあげようと思ったのにな。
You should do that.
そんな目で見られたら教える気なくなっちゃった。
そもそも俺は IBN5100 になど興味はない。
I'm more concerned with CERN right now. Solving one of Akiba's mysteries won't topple the organization's regime, after all.
貴様を信用できる要素が一つもない。その面白い情報が真実であるかどうかもわからない。
うわぁ、そこまで言う？確かに私、挙動不審だけどね。
Yeah, thank you for admitting it. Much obliged.
じゃあさ、教えないけどヒントだけあげるよ。
There's one in this store.
わかりそうでわからないもどかしさに身もだえちゃえ。
Only we're that easy.
実は IBN5100 には隠された機能があるんだよ。
Yeah? A hidden function. That reminds me. I'm pretty sure John Titor from 2000 said something like that. I searched through my memories.
確か IBN5100 には独自のプログラミング言語がどうたらこうたら。
嘘！なんで知ってんの？なんで
Haha! I only vaguely remembered. It looks like I hit the mark.
能
I
力
grin.
サイズ判断。俺は貴様の心の内を読み取ることができるのだ。
Heart of Hearts.
なにそれ？反則！
For some reason, Suzuha covers her face with both her hands. She opens her fingers just enough to peek at me. That's not enough to escape my power.
全てはお見通しだ。天音鈴葉。
Dang it, I want to see the picture of her covering her face.
とにかく IBN5100 には隠された機能があるの。 AP エリアベーシックが普及する前に書かれた IBN の独自のプログラミング言語も解読できちゃうのってさ、驚愕だと思わない？
No? It's a proprietary language. Now I remember. John Titor said the same thing in 2000. And right after that, an IBN engineer officially admitted to that function's existence.
今や IBN5100 でしか解読できない失われたプログラミング言語があったりするんだよ。
Only in IBN 5100 though. That's kind of a nuisance. The reason Titor traveled to 1975 to obtain an IBN 5100 was because he needed that function. Maybe Mocha wants to use it too. Or maybe not. Shining Finger doesn't seem like the type who'd know about that sort of function.
だから IBN5100 ってすっごくレアな PC なの。
While talking, Suzuha keeps dropping her glance to the metal pen in her hand. She rolls it around with her fingers. I guess that's a habit of hers. So, IBN 5100s are super rare? Maybe if I get one, I could sell it for a high price. That could be a good way to raise research funds. But first, I have to deal with CERN.